Welcome to the war. Back again with another update on my progress with the Barons War miniatures. Again, really just enjoying painting these and putting them all together and yeah, seeing the force slowly grow. So first up on the table, we got the big man himself, William Marshall. I'll start with William himself. Really, cool characterful model. I tried putting the eyes on, which I'm certainly less inclined to do as I get a little older and a little more impatient. But overall, great miniature, and starting to use the decals and or the transfers and the banners that are also available for these minis. So I really like how these came out. I'm curious if anyone's got any tips on how to make the banner a little less shiny. I do like the technique that they show on Footsore's website. You can't quite figure out what to do. If that's some kind of like varnish that I put over that or something like that. Anyway, that's Mr. Marshall, or William Marshall. So on to the next. Okay, next batch done are some armored foot sergeants, armed with spears. These really came together well again, pretty much just using a bunch of neutral colors. So they're a little dark. I might at some point go over them with a light edge highlight, but for now I think they're pretty good. I enjoy the effect that I was able to get with this padded armor that seems to be quite prevalent on quite a few of these models, or was quite common at the time, so I like how that coming along. But the best thing, I mentioned this in a comment on another video, I was adding some ink to these minis, and I realized that this guy, and I think some of the other ones, they've got little patches of cloth, or like stitched into, like with stitching around it, on their tabards or on their cloaks. So really nice little touch. Never seen anything like that, or at least just so subtle. But I thought it was a really neat little feature, and one of those things that I was like, oh yeah, cool, I'm gonna go back and paint that separately. So yeah, really like these. All right, what's next? Why walk when you can ride, right? So we got some mounted foot sergeants here, armed with hand weapons. Liked how these came together. I tried to keep my horses all the same color, but I might add a little more variation if I get more. I do have a couple more of these on the way because I think they're quite useful in the game. In terms of the heraldry, I sort of intentionally, that's an oxymoron, I intentionally painted two of these with yellow and green of William Marshall, and two with the red and blue with some slight minor dots or heraldry for an as yet undisclosed noble. So we'll see see how these perform on the battlefield, but I like them. And again, I think these larger bases really show off that cool basing texture that I also got from Footsore. Really like that. Cool. Let's see what's next. More Footnights. So it's funny, I was painting a lot of the peasantry, if you will, the sergeants on foot. I'd been painting the archers before, or the bowmen, and I'd realized I'd gotten a little gun shy about like going from all of those muted browns and greens and grays to suddenly having to put pops of color on these guys. But I think it came out okay, and I like how it came out. So I tried not to over-weather the shields. I think I did a little bit with the mounted sergeants, but most of all, I just kind of looked at what was on the photography for the Footsore website and sort of try to imitate that, or do my own version of things like that with different colors. And yeah, I think they came out pretty good. They're quite quick to put together and paint, not having those spears. So would definitely see myself getting more of these. I think they're going to be a killer unit in the game. Trying again not to overdo it with the bases, with the tufts, but yeah, they're nice. All right, one left. All right, of all the minis that I put together, I think this has been one of the favorites of mine painting. I would not like to meet this guy in a dark alley. He just looks like a total badass. So he's one of the generic knights or knight command models for the game, but I painted him with the heraldry of Saer de Quincy. And you can see I also, as well as the banner, which I think looks pretty cool, I also added the decals to the shields, or transfers to the shields. They're a little small for the size of the shield. I tried to like nudge it, but what I found is actually really creates even a better effect is if you add the decal and then paint over it. So I like how these came out, and this gives me my, you always write the names on the bottom there so I don't forget. I like the way these came out, and actually I'm going to pull back. You can see I did the same thing on the shield here for William Marshall's Bannerman. I actually put the decal on and just painted over it. I think it's a cool effect. Oh, you can see that shine though on the banner. Gotta fix that. Any tips, let me know. Cool, so that's everything we got. Let me just put together all in one big shot. All right, here's everything that I've got so far. Definitely over halfway there with everything I've bought so far, at least. I mean, I've got some more on the way, but I really like how this is coming together. I like the mix of painting the bright, bold shields and heraldry combined with the more kind of subtle, earthy tones with the peasantry. So, got more peasants on the painting table right now, just with hand weapons, and to build out some of that 10% of green troops that you need for every force. So excited to get those done. Yeah, I think it's coming together. One thing I love about just the way, I think it's the way my brain works in terms of like breaking things down. I love the fact that these the infantry, they come in like a pack of 4, or the cavalry in a pack of 2, and that's just a really nice amount of models that you can get painted in one night. And really, like, I always find like typically 4 28 mil models are like my most that I can usually get painted in a night. So they're really kind of like convenient to paint that way, and it's good when you're shopping for these to like just break them down and like, okay, yeah, this is what I'm gonna get done, and see the progress. So I don't think that makes sense, but yeah, they're really great, and excited to get these almost there. So I'll check in with the next update soon. Thanks for watching.